IPTV. My name is Chalisa, and we have an incredible show lined up for you this week. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Mommy and Daddy made you so beautiful. Your Nana, your Auntie, Ajal, your contribute to all of you sitting here this morning. How handsome, awesome you are, how beautiful you are. The son of Gauri, the son of Girija. We are all children of our parents, children of God. Our thoughts, our action, or our face must reflect goodness. Do all the good you can, in every way you can, all the time you can, to the right cause.
Next, we'd like to share with you some inspirational words from our spiritual leader.
Namaskar. It is a joy to speak to all of you once again. Allow me to extend my gratitude to Bahenji Chalisa and team for hosting me once more on Tropical TV this morning here in Toronto, Canada. My dear brothers and sisters, on Monday, August 3rd, the Hindu world celebrates Raksha Bandhan, a bond of protection, a unique festival that has its origin in the ancient historic Hindu culture and traditions, that comes yearly to remind us of the importance and significance of preserving, honoring, and cherishing the sacred relationships we share with our brothers and sisters around us. On the occasion of Raksha Bandhan, therefore, I wish to extend to all our brothers and sisters best of wishes and God's richest blessings. May this day help us to remember how unique it was for us as children to play with each other, to share with each other, to care for each other. It is through the medium of such unique relationships and exchanges that we learn important human values. Principles such as love, respect, tolerance, affection, care, and protection are all important unique elements of our human society. And if you look around in the world today, these are the very principles and values that are lacking in some areas and some respects. And these festivals, therefore, must not only serve to remind us of an ancient practice, but must also come to remind us of the need for us to take heed and be aware of what it means and how it is applicable in a 21st century. These very principles and values that Raksha Bandhan teaches us, my dear brothers and sisters, will help us to better ourselves and to better the society in which we live. In closing, therefore, I wish to, on behalf of my family and myself, extend it to all of you and your families a very blissful and a very happy Raksha Bandhan 2020. Jai Shri Ram.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
Dear viewers, this is hot off the press, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this new track.
भैया मेरी राखी के बंधन को निभाना, भैया मेरी छोटी बहन को ना भुलाना, देखो ये नाता निभाना निभाना, भैया मेरी राखी के बंधन को निभाना, भैया मेरी छोटी बहन को ना भुलाना।
बहनाओ बहना तेरी डोली मैं सजाऊंगा, बहनाओ बहना तेरी डोली मैं सजाऊंगा, तेरी जाएगी बारात, होगे आंखों में बरसात, हंस हंस के मैं डुकरा विदाई गा छुपाऊंगा, बहनाओ बहना तेरी डोली मैं सजाऊंगा, बहनाओ बहना तेरी डोली मैं सजाऊंगा। बहना ने भाई की कलाई से, बहना ने भाई की कलाई से प्यार बांधा है, प्यार के दो तार से संसार बांधा है, रेशम की डोरी से, रेशम की डोरी से, रेशम की डोरी से संसार बांधा है, बहना ने भाई की कलाई से, ओ बहना ने भाई की कलाई से प्यार बांधा है, प्यार के दो तार से संसार बांधा है।
Getting a tattoo in Brampton, Mississauga, Toronto, or surrounding GTA areas? Call or text Colin at 647-588-3839 and get inked. Instagram at COLINMOHAMED.
Next, we'd like to share with you some highlights that were taken from our food donation.
Of Extended Care Brampton, our staff, family, residents, we just want to say thank you for your generous support and thinking about us in this pandemic. Just want to say thank you and we'll enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Stay safe.
Yeah.
You guys stay safe.
Welcome again, my beautiful viewers of Tropical TV. We are here at Brampton Extended Home. This facility is a senior home that provides exceptional, delicate, tender, loving care to our seniors. Our seniors that have made such a contribution in their time so that we can have a better tomorrow. We thank you so much to all of our frontline workers. Today, we are just giving back on behalf of myself, Epic Entertainment, Tropical TV, Tropical Escape Restaurant and Lounge, and the Canadian Pundit Council. We thank you all for all that you are doing.
On behalf of Tropical Restaurant and the Pandit Sabha, it's a compliment to you all to be here. And as the associate, we help any community we do. And this is what we do. Thank you very much.
Sitaram everyone, my name is Pandit Mani Mahabir. I'm from the Shri Harinarayan Mandir and also a representative of the Korean Hindu Sabha. And today, indeed, it gives me great privilege to be at the extended care in Brampton. But we're here to give great assistance with Didi Rajmani ji from Tropical Escape. She's the one who prepares all these food meals to come out and do that, and also to advocate attainment for rendering their time to come out so that our community.
Jai Shri Ram. The sun is very splendorous, very illuminating, and it equalizes the beautiful faces of these nurses that I'm standing next to. This is Brampton Extended Care in McLaughlin, and congrats, a bouquet of congrats firstly to Tropical TV, Tropical Escape Restaurant Online, Rajmini and Chalisa, along with my fellow Pandits here, with the crew of nurses here. I just want to say it's another beautiful, wonderful and a sentimental take and a gesture for all of us to be here, because God bless Canada too. It's a beautiful country. Not too many countries have this kind of benevolence and generosity and providential care and the affection and the care and the love of all the nurses and the doctors throughout the world. God bless them and bless the extended care in McLaughlin, Brampton on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. May God give them health, strength, persistence, determination, courage and faith to continue to do what they are doing, caring and loving for elderly ones. Thank you and Jai Shri Ram.
The Canadian Pandit Sabha, along with Tropical Escape Restaurant and Lounge, in conjunction with Pandit Mani Mahabir of the Shri Harinarayan Mandir, Mr. Bansing, the Shiva Ganesh Mandir, Pandit Jai Tiwari of the Toronto Dharmic Sabha, and Pandit Ishwar Dubey, along with Pandit Vishnu Prasad Mishra of the Valmiki Ashram, are embarking on a food project for the frontline workers.
कितनी सुंदर हो तुम, कितनी सुंदर हो।
मन में प्यार भरा और तन में प्यार भरा, जीवन में प्यार, जीवन में प्यार। सजनवा तो हुआ है रे तेरा दीवाना, ये सजनवा तो हुआ है रे तेरा दीवाना।
चलने लगी है हवाएं, सागर भी लहराए। चलने लगी है हवाएं, सागर भी लहराए। पल पल दिल मेरा तरसे, पल पल तुम याद आए। चलने लगी है हवाएं, सागर भी लहराए।
Eid Mubarak to each and every one of you. Thank you for your amazing and loving and beautiful contribution towards the Table of Mercy, and of course of the laid off sugar workers children in Skeldon, Guyana, and all the other charities. I would like to say thank you to frontline workers. Thank you to Rajmini and our amazing team, Shalisa, and all the pundits who have helped the Table of Mercy, who have helped provide meals so far in many of the hospitals in Toronto. Again, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Shanti, and peace with each and every one of you. Eid Mubarak and Eid greetings to each and every one of you. From Table of Mercy in the Muslim community, I pray that God bless you and your families on this joyous day.
Yo, this is the Hunter Man, and I want to let you know right now personally, when I'm in Toronto, I always go for the best in tasting food. Tropical Escape Restaurant and Lounge, number 905-458-4559, 2260 Beauvais, Brownton.
The next item we have for you is a special announcement.
Today we join with family and friends in wishing a happy 60th birthday to the one and only Mr. Manny Singh, known to many as the king of the real estate jungle, a social, religious, and political icon of our Guyanese, Canadian, and Caribbean communities. Thank you, Mr. Manny Singh, for all of your years of service and support, which you continue to give to our Guyanese and Caribbean Canadian communities over the past 3 decades. We pray that Lord Sri Krishna continues to bless you with good health, happiness, and peace always. We love you, Mr. Manny Singh. Happy birthday once again. This greeting is coming from your loving wife, your 4 incredible children, your nieces, nephews, and, of course, the entire family. Happy birthday, Mr. Manny Singh.
Good morning again, dear viewers. Today we are so privileged to be sitting beside the owner and CEO of Lotus Cremation and Funeral Center, Mr. Kamalji. Good morning, Kamalji and Sitaram, and welcome to Tropical TV.
Thank you. Sitaram, everyone. Good morning.
Now, Kamal, there's many questions on many viewers, many minds, and that is, during this whole world pandemic of COVID-19, how is Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center dealing with this world pandemic?
So at Lotus Funeral Cremation Center, safety is the most important thing right now. When it comes to even transferring someone who's passed away into our care, there are strict protocols that the government has given to protect our own staff and all the people that are along the way in bringing someone here. So we adhere to those requirements. For families coming into our building, we provide face masks, and there's hand sanitizers used for everyone as well. Not only for when they come in and make an arrangement, but also during a viewing time or for a service. Our seats are 6 feet apart all around, so there are separations for social distancing for guests that are coming in. The immediate family can have their own bubble, which means they can be closer, but for all the other guests, it would be a separation. We still will get a large number of people into our halls, because we do have the big halls, but each seat is separated in that respect. Even if somebody has COVID-19 and they passed away from that, the family can still have an open casket for a service. There were some changes that were made, so now we're able to do open caskets where we treat that person in a special way to make it safe for all the public to come in and to view an open casket as well.
Fabulous. Now, also, Kamal, the question of traveling has been on the minds of many. Perhaps some people might have got caught being, abroad. Now, in a situation or event like that, how do we address it? How do you bring that person's loved one back home?
If somebody has passed away out of the country, there are things that we can do to bring the person back into our facility. If they have a type of insurance, it's called a travel plan, that actually covers the entire cost. What that is for a one-time fee, it's $395, one-time fee, that it will be zero cost to bring that person who's passed away abroad into our care, into Toronto Airport, and then we take over from there. There's a 24-hour, 7 days a week international number that's used. So let's say the person passed away in South America. All the family has to do is call that number and everything is taken care of for them. The flights are booked, the body's prepared. We take over once it lands in Toronto, but it's at least zero cost to the family. Without that travel plan, then it will cost the family whatever the cost is, and usually it's north of $10,000 Canadian to bring somebody back to Toronto. So if they have the travel plan at zero cost, if they don't, we can still do it. Even during COVID-19 restrictions, there is a way to bring the body back because of someone's passed away.
Now, Kamal, for those viewers that may not know, Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center is very unique and parallel to no other. So please share with our viewers some of your unique attributes that you contribute to someone's funeral service and community.
Well, one of the things that is very particular is the faith they follow. So I'll give you an example. If it's a Hindu family, it's a Hindu faith, someone's passed away. Right from when we transfer that person, we're playing bhajans and Gayatri Mantra in our vehicles for the person who's passed. We'll even place a tulsi leaf on them as well. And when they're brought into our care, even during the time they're just in our care, we're not talking about the day of the service or anything like that, but the days leading up to it. Every day there's bhajans being played for that person who's passed. And we're taking that type of spiritual approach to all the faiths and that, but for the Hindu families, that's quite a unique thing. And then, obviously we provide everything for that faith. So again, the Hindu family, all the puja items, fresh leaves, even if they passed away during Panchak, we make the dolls for them, the pindas are made. So everything to the minute detail is given. Whoever the Panditji is, they have a list and we'll follow that list to the entirety. And even the Hab and Kund we provide. If they need Kirtan group, we provide the Kirtan group performing as well for the viewing or next day service. So we're one of those facilities that has everything for them. Even the instruments. If they need instruments, we have them here as well. Dolak, etc.
Kamal, I understand that there is many legal attributes to when somebody passes away. Now, can you enlighten our viewers as to what some of those legalities may entail?
So when somebody passes away, there are many things that first the family has to get to register the death. And when that time happens, most of the times they're not prepared. So what we do is we work with the family. We'll get as much information we can from them to complete the forms of registration. But I always tell people that, don't wait till the last minute. Always have a will. A will is such an important thing to have, especially in Canadian laws, because with a will, the process is much easier. For example, if your bank accounts, when you go to a bank without a will, the bank doesn't know who's actually legally in charge, and they can give you a hard time in terms of releasing the money or all the investments made. So that's why it's good to have a will. It makes the process much easier. It names an executor, perhaps a surviving spouse, on the will. We give the family all the proof of death certificates, which helps, but it's the will that a lot of these companies are looking for to make sure that they're dealing with the right legal person to facilitate all the documentation they need to do when someone passes away.
Now, also, Kamal, I know that pre-planning is very important and can ease the pressure of the loved ones. Please share with us some of the importance of pre-planning.
Well, one of the most important things about pre-planning, it actually locks in today's price. What I mean by that is, for example, I did a funeral for somebody who in 1979 had pre-arranged for $1,900 for their funeral in 1979. That person passed away about a year ago. For that particular service, if they had paid last year's rate, they would have paid close to $10,000. So Could you imagine having the family have to pay $10,000 versus the $1,900 that they pre-arranged at? So over a year, time, prices go up, inflation, cost of materials, labor, etc. So the price goes up. So when you lock in today's price, and the future, you're not paying the future price, you're paying what you've locked in today. So even if you want to spread those payments over years, you can do that, but you're only paying the price that you've locked in at today's price. And you can spread them over years, like for instance 15 or 20 years at today's price. So that's one of the convenient things. Secondly, the emotional decision making. The family is not burdened trying to figure out all the things that their loved one would have wanted. By pre-arranging, you're recording all that information, know exactly what they want, exactly the type of service they would want. So it's not a guesswork for the emotional time the family has to go through in the future.
Thank you so much, Kamal. Always a pleasure sitting with you and having you a part of Tropical TV. On behalf of myself and all of our viewers, we thank you for all of your insight and your guidance on this topic.
Thank you very much. Sitram, everyone.
The Canadian Pundit Sabha, along with Tropical Escape Restaurant and Lounge, in conjunction with Pandit Mani Mahabir of the Sri Harinarayan Mandir, Mr. Bansing, the Shiva Ganesh Mandir, Pandit Jai Tiwari of the Toronto Dharmic Sabha, and Pandit Ishwar Dubey, along with Pandit Vishnu Prasad Misra of the Valmiki Ashram, are embarking on a food project for the frontline workers.
And you're watching Tropical TV with your host Felisa. And look out for my new song, your best friend Didi. I didn't know it was my best friend Didi. Bam bam bam.
I was in love with this girl, this Indian Betty. I asked her name and she tell me it's Gayatri, but I didn't know she was my best friend Didi. My best friend Didi, I didn't know she was my best friend Didi. Best friend Didi, I gave she my number, she start texting me. One thing lead to the other, she said meet me family. But when she give me the address, I get real busy, cause I didn't know she was my best friend Didi.
Dear viewers, we're just about out of time here on Tropical TV. As we sign off, we wish you a wonderful and safe week ahead. Please don't forget you could catch us on all social media platforms, including YouTube, 24 hours, 7 days a week. If you'd like to advertise, don't forget, please give Raj a call at 905-783-0459. Until next week, we wish you a wonderful and safe week ahead.